So them using that warrant was a terrific violation, and they will be, they are liable. It isn't a mistake.
Exactly, yes. It was calculated.
Well, probably. The reason that they took everything instead of just the milk, which was their contention in their charges, they did mention in there that they were selling foods without a license, and of course if they're charging for that, then of course they could abscond with anything they want, as long as it says so in the warrant, as long as they do that. But from my understanding of what I read, it wasn't available for them to do that. It was just simply harassment.
But people, the employees of Rawesome, couldn't stop them. They couldn't, right? Because they were saying you are obstructing the law.
There's no way that anybody could have stopped the fascists from doing that, because they were armed. They had guns and they would have used them. They're not supposed to use guns unless somebody's got a gun against you. It's an equal exchange. If somebody comes after you with their body, you use your body against them. That's the police. That's what the police are supposed to do. If somebody comes after the police with a knife, a policeman can use his billy club or something, but he cannot use a gun. That is the law. Why they were in there with the guns raised, once they saw the guns were gone, there were no guns in there, of course they holstered them. However, I've seen it before in rallies and stuff like that. If the police, don't like what you're doing, they'll use a billy club, any kind of thing on you, even though you're not fighting them. And what I would have done, if I happened to be privy at that rally, I would have had everybody lie down on the ground. They wouldn't have moved that truck out with taking us all to jail.
Well, you mentioned that, and I think it was very important. They were not prepared for a situation like that. They were not prepared for the rally in court. Nobody knows what to do. They were not taking advantage of the media. And so what would you have suggested that James or the employees or volunteers of Rawesome would have done at that moment?
Well, any time that anyone is subjected to police invasion, and this is definitely police invasion and trespass, kidnapping, everybody that they kept, under restriction was basically being kidnapped. They call it false arrest. I do it to you, even for 1 minute, it's kidnapping. They get off with false arrest. It doesn't work that way. It's still kidnapping. It is not just a false arrest. Oh, that's okay. Sorry, we made a mistake. No, this was a deliberate, planned, what they call conspiracy. They conspired to commit this crime. So they're doing just what they claim us and James of doing, when they are the ones that are doing it. They are violating the constitutional right. What those people could have done was just that. Try to block, try to get arrested, try to make a bigger statement, try to get more people involved. The more people, the more drama for the media, for people in general. So, and we need to, make people alerted on what the government doing. I mean, this is what the Nazi party started doing. When they started escalating, they started ripping people's foods out, destroying their food in the cities and on the farm. So when that happens, then you've got a government that's way out of line if they're getting into your food.